Hey, y'all, it's your girl. Talk about it with Reese. I have been gone for a minute. I've been gone for a minute. I apologize, but I'm back. I'm back. And I got some new things to talk about with y'all. So I want y'all to get ready as we chop it up, talking about it with Reese. I'm your girl, Reese, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for visiting with me. So the topic of this video is, what are your pet peeves when it comes to customer service? Because let me tell you something. When it comes to customer service, I have some pet peeves. There are some things I like and some things I don't like. And when it comes to shopping at different businesses, I have deal breakers. I have deal breakers. Okay, so let's get right into it. Now, number one, do you care how you are greeted when you first enter a business, or whether it's or maybe it could be a business phone call? Like AT&T or Boost Mobile or whoever. Do you care do you care what the greeting is like and how you're even greeted? Or if you are even greeted, do you even care? So what do you like for your greeting to be like? So I'm going to tell you what I like. When it comes to being greeted, I like that greeted, like, that restaurant Moe's, and when you walk through the door, they say, welcome to Moe's. It depends on which side of the country you live on, because I don't know where all Moe's is located, but I'm in North Carolina, and Moe's is in North Carolina. So when you're not used to their greeting, when you first walk into their restaurant, it sounds like, we are closed. Because when I first visited them, I said, we are closed, and because it was like in midday. But no, they're saying, welcome to Moe's. The way their restaurant is set up is something like Subway. So for me, Moe's is like an upscale version of Subway. Okay, so I like to be greeted when I walk through the door. I have another favorite place, Off Broadway shoe store. That's my shoe store. And when I walk into the door, they greet me. And I don't shop there as often as I used to. But even when I randomly go, they still have the same, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our Broadway shoe store. That is a greeting. And then even on the phone call, if I have to talk to a business, now, I'll tell you what I don't like when I talk to somebody on the phone. Number one, if I don't know what they're saying, like if it seems like all their words are coming together, or, if I hear something like, thank you for calling, talk about it with Reese, like the stuttering. Thank you for talking about it with Reese. This is brown shoe. This is brown paper bag. May I help you? They might say it real fast, and some people do talk really fast, but I feel like when you're working in customer service, the last thing you need to do is talk super fast, because everybody does not hear the same, just like everybody does not talk at the same pace. But if it's a business like a utility company, a phone bill place, talk a little bit slower, say, hello, this is Dime a Dozen. Thank you so very much for calling us today. My name is Red Hills. How can I help you today? Things like that. Now, deal breakers for me when it comes to visiting a business in person is if I walk into a company and I'm not acknowledged. Now, what I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you an example of that. When my kids were little, they're grown and gone now, but we visited this place. I don't want to mention the name because it's a popular pizza franchise. My kids and I, we walked through the door, and the staff did not recognize us, and we already knew what we wanted. So we were already at the ordering counter, and we were not recognized by anybody that was behind that counter. So there was a couple that came in behind us, like not even a whole 5 minutes. They came in behind us. Now, we're African American. Me and my kids are African American. And the couple that came in behind us were Caucasian. So, they were automatically and immediately acknowledged. You know, the people behind the counter was like, welcome to blah, 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 blah. May I help you? And I'm like, wait a minute. We were standing here for quite some time, waiting to be asked, what would you like to order? Because me and my kids, we already knew what we wanted because we eat there often. And there's no issues with us when we eat there. As far as, we're nice, always tip nicely, always left our table even clean, to where the waitress didn't even really have to come in clean behind us or anything. So I'm like, what's the issue? So, I had a little bit of change that day to where we was able to go to another place, and I did. I was like, you know what, y'all? I said, come on, let's go somewhere else. I said, let's go somewhere else. I didn't even want to talk to the manager at that point because I was a little bit upset about that. And I didn't want to make a scene, especially in front of my kids. But I usually don't make a scene, but what I did was I gave this place a bad review. I gave them a 1 star. And I said, I said online what happened. That got the attention of the manager. And the manager did reach out to me, and he was like, next time y'all come, please ask for me. I'll be glad to accommodate you all with whatever y'all want. Meal is on me. And I'm like, I appreciate that, but I need you to talk to your team and let them know that you're not the only person that's working behind the counter. So just in case that he's not there next time we come to eat, the team will understand when someone walks through the door, no matter what their ethnicity is, acknowledge them. And this was years ago. This was at least 15 years ago. So, I didn't like that, but that was a deal breaker for me. So, yeah, I'm glad I had some extra pennies to spend with me and my kids, and we walked out. I was like, y'all, come on. And so the kids was like, Mom, where we going? I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just know we getting ready to go eat somewhere that's better than this place today. And we did. So that's a deal breaker for me when it comes to customer service. Next question. Do you care how your order is reciprocated back to you? Reciprocated. Do you care how your order is reciprocated back to you? That means whether it's a restaurant, like I said, whether it's a phone company or whoever you might be on the phone with, sometimes they wrap up the call before the call ends just to make sure that they've covered all the bases. But if you are visiting somewhere in person, especially like a nice restaurant, do you care when the waitress says, okay, so I have a cheeseburger, I have some 8-piece wings, blah, 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 blah. Do you care how it's reciprocated back to you? Because some people don't care. Let me get this word right. Reciprocated. I got totally tongue-tied. Do you care how your order is reciprocated back to you? Yes, I do care. It does matter to me because it's a matter of respect. But it's all about customer service. Everybody don't know about this. Everybody don't know that this is a part of customer service. So let me go on to the next question. Do you care if a correction needs to be made and how the correction is made? Do you care if a correction needs to be made? Because, some people would just say, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll give you an example. A bowling alley. Sometimes they can give you the wrong size shoes when you tell them, when you first give them your ticket, when they say what size shoe and you say size 9 and they give you a size 8, 8.5. And they have a 9 is what I'm saying. So you get back to your seat. Of course, you may or may not pay attention. Not really your job. They're supposed to be on it. So, you get back to your seat. You're like, hold up. This is an 8 or 8.5 or whatever. Anyway, it's not the right size. So you go back to the counter and you're like, hey, I asked for a size 9. This is an 8 or 8.5, whatever. Just the point is, it's the wrong size. Now, if it's good customer service, the person that is attending to you will say, I'm so sorry. You wear size 9. Okay. And then they clarify. Men, women, whatever, they clarify. Because when you work with people in customer service, they don't always get it right, We're human. Now, I understand that we're probably about to be replaced by robots in some industries. Hopefully not at the bowling alley, because robots, I don't even know if they would get something like that right. But it's important to apologize to your customer if you're a person that works in customer service. Apologize to your customer if you get it wrong. and be authentic about it. Don't be like, "Not one my problem. I didn't hear you right the first time, so oh well." Because that could be a deal breaker for some customers, and that could make them walk out. Or in this day and age, now we have social media. So last question: what kind of fond farewell do you expect when you're leaving, when you are leaving a business, or when you are wrapping up the phone call? We're talking about expectations of customer service, okay? So when you are leaving a business, what kind of fond farewell do you want? What kind of fond farewell do you expect? And I know lots of times you might be saying, well, it depends on the person. It depends on who's working at whatever establishment it is. That's true. But do you know there are places that actually have customer service classes? Where they talk to their employees about, let me backtrack. There are places that talk to their employees about having good customer service, when it comes to the customers. I can't say that there's places that have customer service classes because I don't know. So let me make that correction. But I do know that there's a place that I worked years ago. That was the conversation every morning before we all went our separate ways into our different departments, that it was important to have great customer service. And this one place where I worked, we were known for having A++ customer service. So that's really important. So for me, the kind of fond farewell I would like to have is when I'm about to leave out, or when I'm finalizing a transaction, like I said, at my shoe store, a Broadway shoe store. When I have bought a pair of shoes or socks or pantyhose or whatever, I expect for the cashier to say, "Thank you so much for shopping with us today. We'll see you next time. Have a safe trip home," or wherever you're going. Something like that, because that seems very authentic. But I know it does depend on the person. But like I said, you have some companies that has a discussion with the employees. All right, y'all. So that's it for Talk About It with Reese on your pet peeves about customer service. So I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. All right. God bless. Peace out. Thanks.